Whoa, running into Freddy Krueger in your nightmares can be pretty scary, and running into Chad Kroger isn't great either. But the worst nightmare of all is a Monday without the tech news. Thankfully, we're all awake right now. Okay. AMD is once again reshuffling its chip lineup, but instead of launching new laptop processors, it's just renaming old ones. AMD's older Zen 2, or Mendocino chips, are getting rebranded as the Ryzen 10 series, and the Zen 3 Plus, or Rembrandt chips, are now called the Ryzen 100 series. Despite the fresh names, the hardware underneath is basically unchanged. Same cores, same performance, just new labels. The move seems aimed at simplifying marketing, but it could easily confuse buyers who might think they're getting brand new tech when it's really the same stuff with a new name. None of this is surprising, as we've seen similar moves from Intel lately, renaming the Core i5-10400 as the Core i5-110. Rebadging is a scourge, but I won't get got for a second time. Ordering a Volkswagen Rutan only to discover a Dodge Grand Caravan sitting in your driveway changes a man. Never again. Discord user data is being swiped by hackers using a fork of RedTiger, an open source red teaming tool. The campaign was first discovered by cybersecurity firm Netscope with a K. So, after spotting the malware spreading through gaming communities earlier this month, attackers are disguising RedTiger as game mods, cheat tools, or other utilities to harvest browser data, Discord tokens, and crypto wallet info. The tool then takes this information and uploads everything to remote servers via webhooks. Victims have been reporting stolen accounts and lost Nitro subscriptions, while early analysis shows that the malware's many Discord-specific hooks make it a highly effective tool for taking over accounts entirely. Researchers at Clearfish have also been able to link infections to phishing links shared across Discord servers, proving yet again that those advertisements you see for free FPS boosts are almost never actually free. That was a couple times, but Microsoft is in hot water down under, which is in quotes. Makes it sound like innuendo. Having just been slapped with a new lawsuit by the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, aka the ACC, for allegedly duping 2.7 million customers into thinking they had to pay for Copilot, and actually that's a good thing. The company quietly bundled the AI assistant into its Microsoft 365 plans, selling the change as an unavoidable upgrade alongside a new subscription price. Yeah, you pay more, but look at all this great stuff you get. It's made up shit. And apparently a cheaper non-AI version of the service was available, but it was hidden in the labyrinth of cancellation menus, a secret level customers were never meant to find. We need a hyper-focused YouTuber to get in here and take apart the code. The ACCC is calling this a clear breach of Australian consumer law, arguing that Microsoft weren't upfront with their users' purchase options. With potential penalties reaching 33 million USD, Microsoft is sure to probably try something like this again, because that's like a slap on the wrist to Microsoft. It's also not even close to what you would pay to play our sponsor, War Thunder. It's not just a game. It's a whole army that fits on your hard drive in the form of the most comprehensive vehicle combat experience ever made. And it's completely free on PC, consoles, and mobile. Command over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from 10 major nations, all exquisitely modeled with realistic graphics, physics, and sound that make you feel like you're right there in the cockpit, minus the motion sickness. The X-ray damage system lets you watch in glorious detail exactly how your shot tore through the enemy's armor. It's educational and petty, the best combination. So join over 70 million players in massive PvP battles today and dive into the endless stream of content in War Thunder, where every explosion is earned and every victory sounds way cooler in surround sound. Freddy Krueger can't even dream up a way of catching the quick bits. They're so fast. The quick bits only have lucid dreams also. They're very active on the subreddit. Fujitsu is proudly keeping the dream of physical media alive by continuing to ship new laptops with built-in Blu-ray drives. While being slightly outdated in specs, their new FMV Note A comes equipped with a Ryzen 7 7735U, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 512 gig SSD in its top configuration. But listen does old specs really matter when you can ask if the boys want to come over and pop in Hannah Montana the movie? That's not even a compromise. Apparently, movie discs are all the rage still in Japan, with the Akihabara region experiencing a huge rise in Blu-ray player demand. Say what you want about old tech, but at least the next time AWS goes down, they'll be able to enjoy the Little Mermaid 2 DVD in glorious 480p. Cooler Master has apologized for advising customers to modify the 16-pin power connectors on some of the company's power supplies by dismantling them, a risky fix that could have caused overheating or even fires. This advice came after users reported compatibility issues with their GPUs because of Cooler Master's right-angled connector design. More like wrong-angled connector design. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Because it's... In response, the company has discontinued the problematic connector and told their support teams to stop recommending such modifications, please. I know you're just trying to help. Moving forward, Cooler Master plans to include straight 16-pin connectors in new power supplies and add visual indicators to make sure the connection is snug as a bug in a rug. Except this bug could burn down your damn house. Anyway, Tesla's newly released Mad Max automated driving mode has caught the eye of the US National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Some Tesla owners are claiming their cars are exceeding speed limits when the Mel Gibson-inspired mode is active, which makes a lot of sense. The NHTSA has started probing, reaching out to Tesla for more info and reminding drivers that the human behind the wheel is still fully responsible for safe driving. Apparently, Mad Max mode comes with higher speeds and more frequent lane changes. As Gizmodo opined, it's pretty obvious naming this mode after a vengeful dystopian drifter with a lead foot might someday catch the eye of federal regulators. We couldn't have put it better ourselves. Plus, I just don't think you'll ride eternal, shiny, and chrome if you're letting your Tesla drive for you. That's there's no honor. Microsoft's financial filings show a whopping $4.7 billion in losses tied to its stake in OpenAI, which, on paper, is listed simply under Other. However, Microsoft doesn't mention exactly how much is invested in OpenAI, how much OpenAI is losing, and they don't even have it labeled as a related party. Microsoft is releasing its Q1 earnings on Wednesday, and if it still does not disclose OpenAI as a related party with the vague other line as the only clue to how much money it is bleeding to stay ahead in the AI race, investors will have to figure things out on their own, testing the partnership's ethics and transparency. Sweeping losses under the rug as other expenses honestly seems like the kind of quick and dirty financial solutions you'd expect punching your banking queries into ChatGPT.
Oh, I don't know.
ChatGPT, what do you think? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that.
That's what it was. And researchers at Ohio State University have discovered that everyday mushroom tissues can function as living memory chips. The research found that mushrooms like shiitake and button mushrooms, when engineered into memristors, can store and switch electrical signals. And these fungal materials could be greener alternatives to traditional silicon microchips because they don't need rare metals. They're easier to produce and they're biodegradable. The mushy microchips aren't ready to replace your laptop's RAM yet, but they could pave the way for low power or specialized computing devices down the line, made of fungi. It's incredible what people are doing in the kitchen these days. And it's incredible what we'll be doing with the tech news on Wednesday. Ooh, so you better come back. Fun Freddy fact, Freddy's sweater is subliminally frightening because of its abrasive red and green color combination.